The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Gone!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Gone! Detroit!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. He may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony. But Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Craig Robertson in on the stop.
And as Weathers, you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Roethlisberger to throw. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This give is to McCoy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Left side here, caught by Clay. And now running right through it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
That's complete right around the 8. And it's a fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A give to McCoy. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Roethlisberger. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Now Roethlisberger on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take the ball in the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. is complete to the tight end, Clay. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 3-19.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Leopard!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Being chased out left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make it 6-0. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Star Lotulelei. Continuing to fight downfield, the big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. On second down, Roethlisberger. Going up top. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Black 20. Focus, focus. Check 43. Mike 52. Focus, focus. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Set. Black 20. Double bump.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Set. Black 80. Double bump. Black.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts him in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. 180.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey. 4 down. Set. Black 80.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Let's go. Double.